Hi, welcome to this video day, which is on the 6th of October. It's Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. GMT. Just going to be looking at how to trend trade reversals today by spotting when bullish or bearish extremes are about to peak and taking a contrary trade. Now, in terms of the currency I want to look at today, it's the AUD. We'll look at it against four other currencies. We'll look at AUDUSD, AUDJPY, AUD and GBP AUD. Will go to the charts in a moment. Now, if you can spot big sentiment reversals, then you can very often get in on trends just as they're turning with really good risk to reward, and then hopefully ride them a long way. Now, in terms of the Aussie dollar, if our view is correct, I'm going to go through our logic in a moment. The downside potential in the Aussie dollar is really big. Risk to reward looks really attractive. Now I'm going to go through all the logic of my view, and we're going to obviously go and take a look at the charts. But just before we do so, please do keep in mind it is my view as of this specific moment in time. It can of course change in line with the market action and conditions. If you want all our trading techniques and our daily technical sentiment analysis of 14 FX pairs, all you need to do is click on the link beneath this video and you get live access to our member centre. You can also follow us on our Facebook page and join our Facebook group of traders as well. Right, in terms of the pairs, the first one we're going to look at is going to be AUD USD. Right, AUD USD. Technicals will do there in a moment. They look quite interesting to us at the moment. We'll do the levels in just a moment. Just want to look at the fundamentals and sentiment first. Firstly, RBA held rates today at 0.25% against a bond market that was discounting a cut. Quite a few analysts saw a cut coming as well. Other analysts did see them holding, but all the analysis that I saw said that if they did hold rates, the Aussie dollar would have a good rally to the upside, and we didn't rally at all, really. Just a red candle on the day, albeit a small one. I felt the RBA were cautiously optimistic in their statement about the Australian economy, but it's pretty obvious that further support for the economy will be needed. Now, our view is the Aussie dollar is just discounting a really bullish scenario going forward, which is not going to come to fruition. We've had the commodity complex. It's been firm. Obviously, that's helped the Aussie, commodity exporting nation. Iron ore up well over 50% in the last few months. The major export of Australia, yes, giving it good support. But a lot of that rise is not to do with supply and demand fundamentals at all. It's to do with speculation. Speculators are heavily long iron ore, and I did the iron ore chart at the weekend. I think iron ore is topping out. It's going to have a big fall to the downside. The commodity complex generally is awash with speculative longs. Copper is another example. I think copper is just about done on the upside. Many other commodities as well that Australia exports, and yeah, commodity complex going down will weigh on the Aussie. Another supporting factor for the Aussie has been the China recovery. Obviously recovered well from the pandemic. Markets looking for further growth going forward. Chinese economy to go to pre-pandemic levels in terms of exports pretty quickly. It's not going to happen. The export markets have dried up, and I'm very weary of all Chinese data, which I think is manipulated. But the China recovery story and it going on to further growth is discounted, even if we're wrong. You've got the overhang of the US elections. I think it's a key fundamental. Elections are less than a month away now. The result is too close to call. Whoever loses will contest the election. That's either Republicans or Democrats. They both made this clear. That means the US will be without government while lawyers and the Supreme Court sort it out. That is not bullish risk or bullish the stock market. Now, the stock market is pretty firm, has been over the last few days, but the Aussie cannot gain traction to the upside on a bullish stock market. So more good news is coming for the Aussie. I don't see it. Of course, it could happen. The Aussie dollar moves the upside, but I'm looking for it now to break down. Now, in terms of the technicals, they're quite interesting. In terms of, we take it from the left of the chart. Look at the 20-day moving average, the green line. We find good support in and around the 20-day moving average. We go through it here a bit, but not much. support, up, support, up. Then we come back and rest on the support here. Small candles and we break, and we've gone short in the member center on the breakdown, so an early entry. Okay, now in terms of us going early, that's just the way we trade, but we will look to add through a big level, and I'll come to the big level in a moment. But yeah, the Aussie, once it's broken the 20 and we're bearish, we'll go short. Very often get a test at the 20. If you're bearish, you're looking for it to hold. It's holding. 4 small candles trying to get through. Can't do it. You've got a level there which is 72, round number as well. I think that level should hold. In terms of going down, let's see that candle tail there give way. Sorry, that one there. 71.30, and then we should go down to the key level, which is 70. This is a big weekly level. If this level gives way, we will add, and then just to correct the bullish extreme, you'd expect, or we would expect, to move down to 65. Now at the moment, I've got our stop tight behind the 72 level to stop us taking a loss if we're stopped out. But really looking for it to come down, break the 70 level. Okay, we'll add if that happens, then the stop will come down as well. It will probably be on entry will be 71.20, okay, or 71.30, sorry, and then hopefully a 500 pip decline. I like the way the Aussie dollar has kind of rolled over. In this zone here, people have been generally bullish of the Aussie, or the market generally, but the Aussie has fallen. Okay, it's come back, but that rally looks a selling opportunity. So yeah, the Aussie dollar, I think, is going down on the USD, but I also think it's going down on other currencies as well. So let's look at the other three very quickly with the important levels of entry, stop, and target. Right, AUDJPY. I'm just going to use the charts from our members center just to do the levels. We know the bearish backdrop to the Aussie already. Now, in terms of this chart formation, a bit similar to AUDUSD, new daily high. We hold the 20, then we roll over, we come in short, then we get a rally back to the 20-day moving average. You can see we're at 76.30 of a stop at entry. This level here, basically 76, it's held. I'd now like to see us go through 75.30. Then we should go to the big weekly level of 74. If that gives way, we'll add. Look for a move to 70. Possible run on to 67.50. I did notice on my notes on the charts I put break below nearby support at 76.30. That should be 75.30. Apologies, but I'm sure most people know what I meant. So yeah, AUD JPY looks good. In terms of, if we were to flick up, and this applies to AUD USD as well, we'd probably look to sell weakness into recent highs. Okay, I'm just hoping we're going to break down. In terms of your university bearish currency, and you can't decide which one to sell it on, in this case the Aussie dollar, obviously, you can do several pairs and treat them as one trade. So yeah, we think AUD USD looks good, AUD JPY looks good. We can't decide which will run the best. Okay, so we can do both trades. In fact, we're doing 4 trades in terms of short Aussie at the moment. The other 2 are coming up, but yeah, I like the look of this one as well. GBP AUD. Said it in the weekly forecast. We had this big sell-off here. This is to do with a no trade deal between the EU and the UK, and we didn't think that would happen. We thought trade deal would be done, so we'll just buy off the 75 level. We bounce up, we get stopped out. We've got decent profit. We retreat to the 20-day moving average. It holds. We come back in long. And yeah, we're long at this moment in time with a minuscule profit of just 90 pips. But I'm hoping that's going to get better. If we gain traction to the upside through the high, okay, we should go up to 190. This one's got a really good risk to reward on it, and it's a nice looking cross in our view. So yeah, price action looks okay in this one. This has been our top performer in terms of selling the AUD. Obviously, the other pairs we're have looked at moved too much, and neither is the next one, but I think it will. It's AUD CAD. And in terms of AUD CAD, obviously, come up here, new daily highs, rejection. Come on this big blue against these two bodies here, rejection. These little tails here trying to take out the previous highs through the mid, back up, and now we've sold. Okay, nothing on this one so far, 12 pips underwater. But I think, yeah, going forward, the CAD will be the strongest of the commodity currencies. Yeah, I just think the AUD is discounting too much bullish news in relation to China. I think, yeah, Canada exposed to the US is better. Yeah, the US economy, yeah, it's not doing great, but its data's been above forecast. I also think the commodities that Canada exports are not so full of speculators as the ones that Australia exports. So I'm looking for a move to the downside. So we get the breakdown, rally back to the 20. We're rolling over. I just think this is a short with a stop behind 96. You can see my stop 96.40. I'm not going to bother going back behind these highs here using a closer stop. And I'm looking for a rally, a decline down towards the key weekly level of 90. So I'm just looking for this Aussie dollar bullish extreme to end, a decent downside in the Aussie. So I like all four pairs. I think they are decent risk to reward trades. And I like the way the Aussie kind of, just didn't do anything after the RBA, which should have been bullish for it. So we'll see. But that is the video for the day. Thank you for watching it. Take care. Have a good day.